Hello, welcome to Supreme Commander Forged Alliance. This is an old game between two players that got the idea for Forged Alliance forever. Here we have Zip Pilot, some city mode at this point, going with Aeon. This is 3599. Getting a couple P-gens going to the Hydra. He's taking on Kekouse. I'm not really sure how to say his name, but he was there in the beginning too. So let's see how good they are at Supreme Commander. Got some engineers coming out. Looks like all these P-gens are right next to each other. Great target for a bomb and unprotected engine going to the Hydra. See if Pilot can take advantage. He does have a bunch of flares coming out now, plus a radar. So we'll see how that works out. This is a good move here, following the engineer in case there was an attack from Kekouse, but there's absolutely none. And it looks like also an engineer expanding here for Pilot. He's going to try to get a PD to get the high ground. Some mech marines not coming out for Kekouse. Looks like he was going to play defense for this engineer. It would only take a very quick flare from Pilot to take that out. Maybe a little bit of a problem here for Pilot. We see mech marines moving in on this engineer, and on the other side, similar situation. These flares might take out that engineer from Kekouse, and looks like a second land coming out now for the EF. Second land coming out for Pilot as well. He's already done with the Hydra. You can see here the Hydra is still being built. Looks like third air. And a bit of a fight here that I missed, but the flares won it, and this engineer a little hurt but still alive. So some early victories there for Pilot. He's much more aggressive with ACU. Now we do see UEF coming out. This engineer should be killed. Yes, successful flares there from Pilot. Be interesting to see how well Kekouse can counter the Auroras on this map. Looks like he is going to go with a much earlier air, although we do see air planned for Pilot as well. But bombers are very good against Auroras. This will be a very valuable PD for Pilot if he can get that finished. And Pilot now switching, going across the river. Going to pick up a mass extractor, so the ACUs aren't going to meet each other. And looks like now Kekouse is going to go take out a mass extractor. Does have a couple of tanks with him, and not take over this top area. There isn't an engine there for Pilot. Actually, nobody's got an engine there. And Pilot actually taking a long time taking his mass extractor. Here's in the corner. An interceptor being used as a scout. 5 kills for Kekouse after gaining a mass extractor. The Pilot is going back to his base. And here come the bombers from the EF. This could be a little bit of trouble for Pilot. He's got multiple factories here, and this Hydra will be a big loss. He's making interceptors as well. Some flak and interceptors now for Pilot, and this could be trouble. Radar is gone. Now Kekouse is going after the Hydra. Now switches to shooting against Auroras. We'll see Pilot's back at his base. Sound overcharge them. And this is dangerous here from Kekouse. He's kind of all in here with his ACU. He's got to run. Plenty of tanks for Pilot. We do see some bombers. There is a force here to retreat to for Kekouse if he chooses to do so. One thing to note: 4K nuke here at 3599. Pretty big health advantage now for Pilot. You're going to see 20 kills for the EF very soon. Looks like these tanks are a little out of position for Kekouse here at 23 kills. They are not protecting their ACU. Some more reinforcements now. Pilot nearly full health, trying to avoid the factory here, and perhaps Kekouse can survive. And actually it looks like he did. A nice move there with these tanks still attacking Pilot's base. Pilot retreats now to take out a few tanks, and Pilot could have probably chased this if this was a current version. We see a lot of tanks being produced by Kekouse. We don't see too much T2 as well here. It doesn't look like any teching. No, we do see some T2 mass extractors for Pilot now, but definitely a big factory advantage in terms of production for Kekouse. And map control, very hard to call. It's T1 PD, very valuable with 1 kill here. It's securing 2 mask extractors but not being attacked by a bomber. Interceptors for pilot. And I will say pilot will be able to take over his side of the map. The rest of these tanks are taken out, and actually quite a bit to reclaim. So maybe a bit of a mistake there for Kekouse. He threw a lot of units at pilot and took out the Hydra, so he did slow pilot down a little bit, but left a lot of mass to reclaim. See a pretty large force here. Kekouse in the middle, 27 kills. Perhaps needs to get an upgrade. It is a vulnerable ACU there. And we might see the Auroras. Pilot kiting his Auroras, using the range against UEF. This is really not the best unit to take on Auroras with the strikers outranged. Maybe a little more arty. Perhaps going T2 would be a good move, but here come the bombers. Looks like this one's just a confused bomber there. And now we're seeing an upgrade for pilot via the gun. And a nice push there from Kekouse, and now he's moving in with 27 kills into pilot's base. This could be dangerous. 10 kills for pilot. Some sneaky tanks here around the corner. And response here from pilot. He's got to actually put quite a few Auroras back here. Pilot will lose a few mask extractors. And another force here waiting to attack. This could be dangerous. Kekouse got to run. This is an upgraded ACU with more health. This water is too shallow. Do see some tanks moving into the area. Pilot takes care of that raid. He's got to rebuild his mask extractors once again. And now definitely map control shifting in Kekouse's favor. Took out that PD. Now he's going to get a few more mask extractors. Now some raiding flares as well. Still a lot of mass to reclaim for pilot. Still with 10 kills. Hasn't really got to use his gun too much. Now finally going to get to do it. Kills about 2 tanks. It's a pretty good game here at min 11. These bombers from Kekouse have no fear, just flying right next to a bunch of interceptors. And the interceptors are not interested in killing it. No bomb, just yeah, got a little too close. Kekouse once again really playing with danger here. All alone next to a whole bunch of Auroras and an upgraded ACU. Pushes into the Auroras with 31 kills. 40 would be really nice. Pilot with 15 attacking the factories. And now pilot having to respond to another push here from the EF, but probably been better to just fake this one. Kekouse walks directly into the base here, gets 40 kills, but runs into a PD. That is going to cost him a lot of health here. Around 4,000 health. And a very even game here, although map control should be shifting in. Well, it's been in Kekouse's favor for a while. One thing to note is this T2 mass extractor has been very valuable for pilot. And the reclaim, we can check it. 1400 for pilot. Kekouse actually a lot more, but a lot more potential for pilot. Now pilot actually making a nice push here, an advantage for Aeon. They can go into this water. This would be a great opportunity for an overcharge. 27 kills. And now Kekouse ACU is really out of it. Can't really attack the base because of the PD. Now we'll make more factories, and now bombers plus T1 tanks trying to prevent pilot from running Kekouse over here. 33 kills. Don't see any T2 yet. Would have been great to see it. Pilot taking over his side of the river, so now we're seeing the map split on the diagonal. 44 kills, a lot of veterancy for pilot's ACU. I see Kekouse moving with 40 kills. Gonna try to help his base out. See a lot of dead tanks here, both Auroras and the strikers. Pretty massive battle. That was a great overcharge, 50 kills. That was a lot of tanks lost there for Kekouse, and now we see the Auroras floating over the river. They're gonna get a couple of kills. 44 kills now for Kekouse. Surprising he doesn't have the gun. The gun on the EFACU just tears the Auroras to shreds. Takes away that range advantage. 61 kills, full health for pilot, and here come the Auroras. They're gonna do damage, quite a bit of power here. Still a couple of Auroras are alive. Not much happening here at the bottom choke point, although a pretty nice force from Pilot. He can choose to move in. Really undefended mask extractors for Kekouse on top. 67 kills for Pilot. The Auroras are doing their job. We see finally Kekouse doing a little reclaiming. Pilot 69 kills. Making his way across the river. He can start attacking Kekouse base directly here. And here comes the raiding party from Pilot. That's going to cost a lot to Kekouse if he starts losing map control. He's already lost in terms of tech. Auroras are better than you have to begin with, and now this commander for Pilot a lot more powerful, although Pilot could be in a little bit of trouble here. 76 kills. Running into a lot of tanks. He's about to get 80. Full health once again, and this gun has just been tearing Kekouse tanks to shreds. And the Auroras are in the way, and Kekouse 48 kills, 50 trying to chase. Yeah, he is paranoid. Definitely did not need to run away. Could probably put an end to the game right there here at minute 17. See interceptors directly in Kekouse's space. This is a raiding party. For whatever reason, 4 mask extractors still alive for Kekouse. 87 kills for Pilot. 63. And Pilot actually retreating. Not clear why, and he has a lot less units suddenly. Maybe he's upgrading. You see more T2 mask extractors, 3 T2 mask extractors for Pilot. Now more land factories. Now we see the Auroras taking out factories here in UEF. Won't be too much of a loss. Plenty of factories for Kekouse. 68 kills. That was a nice overcharge. Pilot just took himself out of the game as if he wants this to prolong or something like that. That's not very clear, and that is allowing Kekouse to make very big progress. Perhaps he's trying to get him to get close and get careless, because 1v1 this ACU is a lot more powerful. While that's happening, we see nice raiding here from Pilot. Takes out a factory, multiple mask extractors. Looks like it'll be a total of 6 mask extractors taken out. And Kekouse taking a stand rebuilding, and this means Kekouse will be at 5 mask extractors total, and that'll be really bad. And it looks like actually Pilot here, that's exactly what he did. He got Kekouse to be a little too confident, and there's no way he's going to be back from this attack. Kekouse came in with a small force. They got taken out by Auroras, and then Pilot's ACU comes in for the kill. So a nice game here at 19 minutes, and a very big thank you for Pilot for making Force Alliance forever, and for the supporting words from Kekouse.